Yo guys, what's going on? It's Aizen here, and we're bringing you another tips and tricks video. This one's going to be about building. If you guys tuned into episode 3, I built me a little A-frame house, nothing too special, nothing too complicated, something big enough, that I can put all my stuff in, I can store all my stuff, I can sleep, be able to cook in it, nothing, not worried about monsters, destroying my stuff. But we're going to teach you something here, how to perfect your builds, and something that you can use, something that you can do. I don't recommend doing this in your main world. Start a new world, and we're going to show you how to use the command console. So if you press F5, it's going to pull up the commands. So if you type in help, just like it says, it'll give you some commands. But if you type in I am a cheater in the commands, you're going to be able to spawn whatever it is that you want. Armor, weapons. See right there, I'm trying to spawn a hammer. You have to capitalize it. If you go on google.com, there's a whole item list. Search it on Steam, search it wherever it is that you may look for it. But you'll be able to spawn in whatever it is that you need. A hammer, a hoe, food, like I said, armor, weapons, bosses, heal yourself, turn yourself into a god mode, spawn in items that aren't even in the game yet, do it at your own risk. Like I said, do this in a free world, one that you're not going to compromise anything that you've worked really hard for, but you can use this and it's really going to help out your building. Whenever you decide to go in there, you're not going to waste mats, you're not going to waste anything else in the world trying to perfect your build or getting it right. But so you can type in explore map. Like I said, this is a free brand new world, so I'm just going to zoom out a little bit, but you can see that the map is entirely explored. So yeah, you can do whatever it is that you want with this, but we're going to head up here to this open area. I'm going to show you a few more commands that you can do. So you can raise your skill, and then the skill that is that you want, and then enter a value. So number runs at 99. And now you can type in, spawn serpents to 20. And if it lights up blue like that, that means I hit enter on my keypad, enter, instead of the enter that's by my apostrophe. So that's what you want to use. You can't use the other enter. You got to use the main enter, I guess. But yeah, I'm just going to get some food here. We're going to spawn Eichthar. We're going to show you, you can spawn all the bosses that are in the game. You might, anything. You're a complete command. You can kill all enemies around you. You can level all the map around you. Like I said, after I eat my food, all I got to do is open up F5 and type in heal, and it'll heal me to full right here. So yeah, this is something that you can play around with. I'm probably not going to talk too much here in the early part. Kind of just let you see what's going on. See right there, kill all, get the trophy, and then we're going to take off running, and then we're going to get into the to the build. So before you go spawning in like a whole bunch of mats to start building with, just know you don't have to do that. Just start you a new world, go find you an open area like this. Something that's not going to be too difficult to build in at first. But whenever you're leveling the ground, the level that your character is standing at is where the ground is going to level to. So if you like a high point, start leveling from the high point in the circle. If you like a low point, start leveling from a low point, and it'll bring everything down too. We'll show you an example of that here in a second. Right now I'm just trying to clear out enough area to where I can build a little 8x8 or a 7x7. The one I made in the Let's Play ended up being a 8x8. The one I made here ended up being a 7x7, just to show you that you can fit everything it is that you want to in there. you're not going to need supports in the middle like I had to build in my episode 3. If you build an 8x8, you're going to have to make 3 core beams go into the very top of the roof in order to, you know, give it support. But as you can see, whenever I stepped down low and I leveled, it made it like a divot in the ground. But whenever I came back to the top and I leveled, it raised it back to the normal height that it was at. So I'm going to spawn a iron pickaxe right here. We're going to take care of these rocks. I ended up having a little bit of trouble because I was wanting to raise my skill to 99 in pickaxes. And if you look at it, it's capitalized. Axes, the A for axes isn't capitalized. You can see how many times I tried. I was like, what am I doing wrong? But it's all just lowercase. So if you want to raise your pickaxe skill, just raise skill all lowercase pickaxes to 99. And then that'll take you to where you need to go. And there we go. So now we can just one-shot this rock. We probably could have anyway with the iron. And oh man, I messed up, right? And I can't raise the ground, right? So if we do this, you hit F5 again, and then you type in Debug Mode. That's going to basically give you a kind of like a creative world. So if you press B and you look below my hotkeys, it says no placement cost, true. So now I don't even need a crafting bench. You don't need anything at all to be able to repair your tools, to build stone, to build anything it is. I know it's on the menu. So like I said, you guys can go in, build you a complete like settlement, go in, you know, decorate it how you want, take a visual of it, and you know, perfect your builds, perfect what it is that you're wanting to get to, so that way you're not wasting mats and everything is just smooth sailing. So I ended up building a crafting bench because I already forgot I was in debug mode. But if you see the tab right there, I actually have that at all times. So it doesn't matter what I have on me. You can just always just repair it to full. But this is the only thing I plan on using commands for, really. I don't want to take my enjoyment out of the game. You start, you know, getting anything you want, making your character invincible, max skills, max everything, and you know, you just spawn into a world. It's not going to be very fun for you. You're going to take out, you know, your reward factor. You know, you're not going to get much accomplishment out of it. You're not going to feel as good. But you're going to want to support each floor, not each floor. This is all new to me too. I'm still testing things out. You'll be able to see through the video that I'm still testing things out too. But you don't even need to support that one right there. You can support 1 to 2 blocks out from wherever you build. So you could build one here, build another floor, yep, skip one, and then put another support down below. And then each one of those should be green. And then you can actually do that from the middle too. Whenever you go to fill it all in, you can just hit each square and get 2 supports. That way you're not wasting any extra materials. Like I said, I should have made an 8x8. I made a 7x7. I thought mine in my Let's Play world was 7x7, but it's actually an 8x8. If you make the 8x8, you'll actually be able to frame it right if you actually watch this video too. If you watch my episode 3, I definitely botched my build. I missed a snap somewhere, and I also tried to place my like wood corners in a weird area. I thought that they would snap 2 from the ground up, but they only snap 2 on the bottom of the floor. Yeah, if you see, everything's green, everything's supported. You don't have to put it on supports if your ground is completely level. So I guess technically I could have just threw all of my wood floors down, but I wanted to try to recreate the build that I did as much as possible. There's probably an easier way to space that out too, so that way it doesn't look near as slow. And you should have a pretty level, you know, solid base. It's all supported. Nothing's gonna come crashing down on us whenever we're sleeping. And I didn't even have to put that support there. I had one underneath that other 4. But yeah, now you just want to go in and fill it in. And see, you can see me right here. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I did wrong too in my build. But yeah, I can tell that it's not snapping from the bottom. And the thing is too, is in my build, in my Let's Play world, is that I went ahead and put down that wall first, and then it snapped to that wall. So I thought that I had got it to snap from the ground up. So basically now you just want to frame it. So once you framed it, then you want to go ahead and do one side all the way to the top. And then make sure, you know, everything's snapped in. Make sure you don't have anything that's missing, no gaps, no botches anywhere. But this is exactly how I just built my little A-frame. And I did the same thing with my wood too, with my wood beams right there, is that I put those on the ground instead of actually putting those on the floor over here. Yeah, if you miss one snap, it's gonna botch up the entire thing. So from here you should be able to just snap right onto, and it should go a lot quicker once you get one side done. You just be able to snap and throw everything up real quick. And it's usually definitely better to do it from the inside. I think you can probably actually build like 3 blocks up from where you're at efficiently. But on another note too, is I just want to thank everybody as well for all the likes, all the views on the videos. I know that this channel kind of just came out of nowhere. Never had like a YouTube background, no other videos posted anywhere. It's just a complete new channel. It's just dedicated to Valheim. So I just really appreciate everybody, you know, just stopping in, taking a look, you know, seeing what we got going on. Any kind of comments, any kind of tips for me as well, especially if it comes to DaVinci Resolve. If anybody's got any tips on that, you know, go ahead and shoot your boy a message. I think I got most of my audio fixed. There's still some things that are a little buggy. Haven't really like messed with transitions too much. I noticed in one of my videos there was like a just like a minute, not even a minute, like a whole second of just nothing but like a black screen too, which I don't know why that happened whenever I was reviewing the actual finished product. I didn't have that, so whenever I uploaded to YouTube, I thought everything was going to be fine. That's the same thing too with on some of those early videos. You can definitely hear a lot of the scuffed audio and a lot of different things. But we're getting better. But if you guys come in here and you guys use debug mode, and you know, you just end up building the house, you know, building the castle, building the settlement, seeing something, making something really cool that you like, you know, go ahead and shoot me a message on that too. Send me a picture of it, tweet it at me. It'd be awesome to see what you guys have going on, besides what I've already seen on YouTube. I mean, that's already been said too, is that, you know, people are out here just doing awesome things, crazy builds. It's impressive. This is also something that I didn't do on my build, is I didn't add the cross. I think that would have helped a little bit more too with my supports. It's not completely necessary. I just think it definitely makes, you know, an A-frame look better. And if I would have put those crosses on there too, then I probably would have known that my build was botched way earlier. So you can see as we're putting some of those up there, they're starting to turn orange and everything. That's going to be okay. Your roof is probably going to be red. You can put some supports there if you want to, but it's not going to be necessary. Nothing's going to fall down on a 7x7. And you should be able to snap it to from the floor. It gets a little tricky. You might have to run up to the top and put the first one on there. And then once you do that, you'll be good. So if it's turning nighttime, if you hit TOD, it's time of day. And then you can also hit 0.5, and that'll turn it to noon for sure. Just like that. You can also change the wind, you can change the wind intensity. That's probably something that I should have put in on the sailing tips I have, is that the wind intensity isn't very noticeable, but whenever you have wind directly behind you and the wind is very intense, it does seem like it does make a difference. It does seem like you do move faster. And to determine the intensity of the wind that's going on in your game, it's by the lines that go across your screen that are indicating the wind whenever you're just out sailing or running around, like those right there that you can see on the left. The longer that those lines are, the more intense the wind is, obviously. So if you see wind like that and it's heading in the right direction for you, you better get to sailing. Better seize the day. Carpe diem. So you can see that the roof is red, but it doesn't need supports. It's all good. It'll work. So I'm just going to come back through here, and now I'm going to add my crosses and my walls and finish up with the last support beams. I'm over here looking at it, trying to figure out, should I do it like that? No, because the other side's going to look weird. And like, yep, we definitely need to use the cross. We should have used this a long time ago. So it's going to take me a minute to look at this real quick and try to figure out exactly what I want to do. So yep, right here we're determining that's exactly what we should have done in our build. Let's use this. And unfortunately I found out about this after I'd already did my build. Or I could have came in here and messed with some different stuff, could have figured some things out. So now we're framed up. It looks a little small. It is a little small. The 8x8 definitely looks better, and it definitely looks better if it comes from the ground. But if you want something where you're not going to have to repair your walls, you're not going to have to, you know, worry about that or worry about like a roof falling in on you. It's gonna do just fine. It's gonna fit your crafting bench. It's gonna fit, you know, a hearth with all the cooking. It's gonna fit a fermenter, all your storage. It's gonna fit everything that you need right up in here. I was trying to debate on if I wanted to try to put a full wall there, if I wanted to put a half wall, or if I wanted to put another wood corner. And I think I'm just gonna go with some half walls and we're gonna leave the top open. Again, something very similar to our build in episode 3. And that's when I changed my mind. I'm over here, I'm like, will it snap? Nope, can't get it. And now the perfectionist in me wants to flip the walls around so that way I can get the lines on the inside instead of the outside. Always put a little staircase in front of my houses just because if you start leveling or pathing or paving or anything like that around it, it's probably going to drop it a little bit and then you're not going to be able to just walk into your door. Sometimes you might not even be able to walk up your stairs, so just be aware of that. It can just be annoying. It's nothing too particularly bad. Yeah, so we got a little window, got 2 little windows. Now we're just gonna go ahead and just start probably filling it in with some stuff. I'll let you kind of see how much you can actually fit in here, and if it's gonna be something that you're looking for, something that might be able to, you know, not cost a whole lot of mats and not a crazy build to where you're over here pulling your hair out, stressing, you know, stuff's not working, you're getting sieged, you got mobs coming at you. Whatever it is that's happening, you know, just Valheim stuff. And whenever I'm breaking something down, I always like to put my hammer into repair mode so that way I'm not making sure I'm breaking down a wall or a support or a floor or something like that that could, you know, cause some mayhem. See, look at that. You're able to fit so more chests in long ways than you would if you were to do them side by side. And you can also put the bigger chest up here too. It's not going to break the floor or anything. So if you want to put a campfire down in your house or a hearth, you're going to have to break one of the floors, and then you can raise the ground up or you can leave it low. That's for a campfire. If you want to make a hearth, what I would say is just take out 2 pieces of floor, put down 2 stone blocks with your stone cutter, and then place the hearth on top of it. If you place the hearth on top of wood, it's just going to break. The wood can't support it. But at the current time, I'm just showing you basically exactly what my house pretty much just looked like after we got done killing, you know, the second boss, the Elder. If you're having trouble, you shouldn't get smoked out in here with the way that it's built. So you shouldn't have to like kind of chimney that, build walls around it, put a roof on top, and whatnot. You should be fine. You should never get smoked out. We're not in the dank forest anymore, you know. Yeah, so you can look at that. Now you can, you know, just spritz it up how you want to, but we have everything that we need right in here. Cooking station, fermenter, forge, you know, crafting table. We got all of our upgrades in there. Now you can kind of just build however you want to. If you put a table, a couple like deer hide rugs, a couple chairs, and a banner up, you can hit comfort 10. And you can do that for the swamps and the mountains. So you can have comfort 10, you can have a 17-minute rested bonus by the time that ever happens. So you should be good, like stamina management wise, for the duration of the time wise, and everything for, you know, bone mass fight, for the modder fight, even for the Yaglu fight. But that's it. So this is a little terrible A-frame build. You can use it, I'm sure. Obviously I've seen significantly better builds than this, but I just wanted to put it out there because this is what I added in my Let's Play. Like I said, it doesn't cost a lot of mats. Very simple, very easy to build. Don't need supports, don't need none of that. You can just throw this up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Mainly not even for the building, because I know the building is terrible, but just for the information, for the debug mode. To get in to practice your builds without any mat cost, none of that. So you know it's pretty phenomenal. You can use this at any time. Just start up a new world, go in here, make a build a castle, do whatever it is that you want to. But if you did like it, go ahead and shoot me the big 3. You know, comment, like, subscribe. And we'll be coming to you with another episode of Let's Play number 4, where we're going to be getting a bone mass kill solo. So we'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.